Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. So I grabbed this little fence from Dollar Tree and some paper from Hobby Lobby that had like pine boughs on it. And I'm going to lay this fence down and trace out one of the pickets. And I'm going to cut that out, and then I'm going to use that as a pattern to cut out the rest of the pickets. So I'm going to cut out one for each one of the slats on my fence. And as you can see, it fits perfectly, and I'm going to cut out the rest. So once I have them all cut out, I'm going to set them aside for a few minutes, and we're going to paint this fence white. So I'm just going to take some white paint and paint the whole fence white. And I paint behind my projects because in case I mess up on the scrapbook paper, I won't have to worry about, plain wood coming through. They'll just see the white, and it kind of blends in with the scrapbook paper, so nobody will be the wiser. Next, I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm going to Mod Podge those paper onto those slats. Once you have that all done, you can use a small nail file to sand off the excess if you have any. Once I had those all on, I'm going to take my brown wax and I'm going to go right over the scrapbook paper. I really want this project to look very rustic. So if you're into the rustic thing, keep watching because you are going to love this project. So I went around to all of the pickets. I just used some of the brown wax with a baby wipe and wiped it on. I'm going to take this little napkin, it's a napkin ring from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to hot glue that right to the center of my fence. And these make like the perfect wreaths. They're only like $2.99 or $3.99, and they're always like $40, $60. Right now, they're all 70% off. Hot glue that right to the center of the fence. Now I'm just going to make a messy bow using a bunch of fabric strips. So this is like some coffee dyed muslin that I had, some different fabrics that have different shades of green on them, some plaid strips, and I didn't count the strips. I didn't measure the strips. I just started off with one and just kind of kept adding fabrics and strips of it until I got the 2 bundles that I wanted. Then I'm just going to crisscross them, and then I'm going to tie them off with a piece of twine right in the center. And you want to make sure this is tied really tight. So I go around a couple of times with the twine, making sure that I'm pulling it really tight. Once I have it all tied nice and tight, like I said, I just kept going around and tying knots, and I wanted to make sure that this was really secure. I'm going to pull it all together. I'm going to use the twine to pull it all together like that, and then I'm going to hold it and just kind of give it a trim. Make sure that they're all the same length and that it looks good. And you can keep trimming and pulling until you get the look that you're looking for. So I messed it up again and then gave it another little trim. And I wanted to make sure that it was the right size for my wreath so that it didn't overpower the wreath that's on my fence. So I have the look that I was looking for. So I'm going to hot glue that right to the top of my wreath. And I just cut off the excess twine. And look how cute this bow looks. And some of my pieces were a little bigger than I wanted, so I just kind of trimmed it down. And now I'm just going to hot glue that right to the top of that napkin ring / wreath. And look how adorable this is. I love it. And this project has such a rustic vibe. I love, love, love that look. And now that that's all glued, I'm going to take this little ornament again that I got from Walmart. It comes in the little mini tree section. And I'm just going to hot glue that right to the center of the bow. And then I'm going to add a little bell to the bow center. And as you can see, I let the little ornament kind of hang down. It says Merry Farmhouse Christmas. And then I'm going to take some brown wax on a baby wipe and just kind of make that ornament look a little rustic because it was kind of bright. And that is it. This project is finished. I think this turned out so super cute, and I absolutely love it. I wish you could see it in person because it really is so pretty. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.